Only 2 lengths from the leader. At the 600 here in the Crawford they travel, and it is the pilot by a length over Tenterden, who they've backed in at long odds. Over on the inside then, Durandal caught up in a real pocket coming around the corner as Whiting peels with Volkov, and the little mare's about to hook to the outside. At the top of the home straight, it led the way from Tenterden. Volkov now about to let down. Durandal held up behind them there, can't get a go on as Whiting now goes to work on Volkov. 150 from home, and Volkov on the outside reaches the lead from Tenterden. Then Durandal, but she's sailed away from them, Volkov. She's home in the Crawford. Too good for them here, the mare. Volkov beat Durandal. Tenterden ran third, and weakening out of it to finish fourth and last. 2.30 into $2. Volkov, Durandal, 4-horse field, caught up in a pocket. Volkov beat him there to the punch. She had all of the momentum, and he had to stop and then get going late, coming back in distance to the 1,000 today. It was against him as well, but she's such a good little mare, this, by Time Thief out of Stormorama for Paul and Ronnie White and David Lyons, trained by Gary Crispin. And today she wins her second listed race, her 10th overall from 29, and she's been an absolute gem for the connections there. Her prize earnings this afternoon with this victory have just sailed beyond $400,000. Volkov will pay a win divvy only of $1.90. Jay Whiting in the saddle. Durandal second home by Medaglia d'Oro from Razorblade. Chris Gangemi, Sean McGrady third. Tenterden, Lucy Warwick for Dan and Ben Pearce. A Danehill Express due south gelding. 58.85. 58.85 there the time. 1 length, 1 1/4, and the sectional is 34.30. So the race unfolded exactly as we thought. It leading, Tenterden up outside of it, Volkov on its back, Durandal back on the inside of them but pocketed, and there was not much that McGrady could have done there. The way the race unfolded, he had 2 directly in front, he had 1 sitting outside of him who had obviously more ability than those, and he was coming back from 12 to 1,000. So he hit the line okay, but she was just simply too good. She runs through the bridle so well, Volkov. So often she really does attack the line hard, and she showed that again this afternoon, and she's now won another listed race. The Crawford Stakes goes her way. Race 4 today, the next, the Amelia Park Beef Handicap at 320. No alterations at all there to the guide. It's a clean slate in race 4. Gareth Hall is about to join us there after the convincing victory of Volkov over Durandal and also Tenterden, and Gary Crispin's about to head on down into the yard as well to catch up with Gareth.
You listen to Inside Running, isn't it, Mac? You declared it as your better bet on the program today, and Gary Crispin's done a wonderful job with this mare. That's her second listed victory, and he's about to join us here. Guys, I guess it worked out perfectly in the end. You must have been happy in the run.
Yeah, it did. It worked out perfectly, and you know, Durandal got caught in there. Probably didn't have a lot of luck there, but it was a good result in the end.
She's a great mare. She's always in her races, but today with the smaller field, she was close enough. You didn't have to worry about that.
Yeah, well, she's just a perfect mare, you know, and she just chills out at the races, and she's just never a problem at home, you know. She's perfect, you know. There's no other word for it.
To win a second listed event today, it's a great credit to her. Did you expect that she could achieve this in her career?
Well, we've always had a reasonably big expectations of her, but, you know, to win 2 listed races, it's a big achievement for me and her.
Yeah, you've done a wonderful job. Where do we see you next?
Yeah, probably one in a couple of weeks' time. We'll come back here and see what we can knock another one off.
You enjoy this moment, Gaz. Well done and congratulations. Gary Crispin there and Jason Whiting take a bow. It's a tactical race, these 4-horse fields, and it was a gem of variety. Put McGrady in a pocket there with Durandal, and he waited, and then he let go, and Durandal just couldn't make up that ground after this wonderful mare with her turn of foot had a bit of a buffer on her major rival. And the fish is about to catch up with Matty.
Thanks, Gareth. You're spot on with your analysis there in terms of this ride from Jason Whiting. We'll get his thoughts right now. The gate will just jump around so the cameras can get us. There we go. Sorry, Jason. The gate allowed you to go in and possibly tuck Durandal in, and you were able to do just that. Did you envisage that prior to the race, that that's what you were going to do?
Yeah, that was sort of my intentions if I could. didn't surprise me if Durandal was, I thought he may have, even tried to hold the front today. Just, these four horse fields, they can be tricky, pretty tricky at times. But them other two just showed enough speed that they were able to sort of cross Durandal and sort of gave me the nice track up where I was sort of able to just sort of keep him pocketed a little bit and give myself a bit of a little break on him.
Once we got to the corner and you're able to pull out alongside the leaders and Durandal was behind you, I imagine your confidence would have been pretty high that nothing was going to get past you.
Yeah, no, I was pretty confident. She's got a good turn of foot. I was pretty confident that I was going to sort of, when I asked her to go, that I was going to be able to put a couple of lengths at least on him and hopefully, as it turned out, it was going to be enough to hold him off. So.
10 out of 10 ride in a small field. Well done.
Cheers. Thank you.
Jason Whiting, the fish, too good aboard the 5 Volkov, who beats the 1 Durandal on the 4 Tenterden in the Crawford Stakes for 2017.